your CIGTV News brief and weather forecast. The Cayman Islands were placed under a severe weather warning earlier today, so we begin with the latest on what weather conditions we can expect over the next few days here in the Cayman Islands from local weather officials.
They're also expecting the system to intensify to a tropical storm in the next coming days over the weekend. On its current path, or more the forecasted path of Eta, we're expecting that it should pass approximately 114 miles northwest of Grand Cayman, which is roughly about 155 miles northwest of Cayman Brac. On that path, we're expecting that we should see some increased rainfall and convective activity over the next day to 2 days. And the models are calling for somewhere between 150 to 250 millimeters of rainfall for Friday, which is roughly 5 to 10 inches falling within the 24-hour period. So between tomorrow morning, which is Friday morning, to Saturday morning, we're expecting about 5 to 10 inches of rainfall. Now, this kind of rainfall, we're definitely anticipating some flooding of low-lying areas. So currently there is a flood warning in effect for the islands.
And we will have the latest on today's weather forecast for you at the end of today's news brief. Now we hear from Director of Hazard Management, Cayman Islands, Danielle Coleman, who, because of the heavy rainfall expected, shares preparation reminders for residents.
As you've seen, there's already a lot of rain out there. We're going to potentially have quite a bit of flooding over the next couple of days. The grounds are already saturated from the weather we've had over the last few days and few weeks, actually. So again, we're really asking the public to, try and stay off the roads if they possibly can. If you can work from home, fantastic. It's really important to be watching out for potholes, for sort of debris in the roads, and just making sure that you as a family and as a community are prepared for this. Because again, we've had so much weather in the last few weeks that this is just another step that we're having, but we're really wanting everyone to be ready and everyone to sort of, hopefully be careful with what they're doing. Don't be out necessarily. Winds are going to be quite strong, so making sure that you are aware of coconuts dropping down and so forth. It's really, really important. And again, for boats, making sure that boats aren't going out of the harbour. It's make sure that you have secured your boat and just be ready for any severe flooding or severe rainfall. We always over-prepare and then scale back if needs be. So like with Delta, we have got, for example, the Red Cross shelter is on standby, ready to go. We've got other shelters being prepared today if by chance we need them for any flooding issues. We're also working very closely with the isolation facilities to make sure that anyone who is in isolation right now who needs sheltering, either at their own homes because they're concerned about flooding at their own homes, or in the actual facilities, that we can move them elsewhere if needs be. So a lot of those internal checks, or the radios are being checked, or the equipment's being checked, and we're doing a lot of communication with the National Emergency Operations Centre. Now, we won't activate the full centre at this stage. Obviously, the threat's not what we need to activate, but there's a lot of communication going to make sure everyone's ready for any eventuality.
For the most up-to-date and factual information on weather and preparedness tips locally, we encourage you to go online to weather.gov.ky, caymanprepared.gov.ky, and gov.ky. Also, check out all of the various government social media platforms. Well, some of the board of directors of the R3 Foundation, which was established as a charitable organization focused on readiness, relief, and recovery in the Cayman Islands, paid a visit to HMCI this week.
Hazard management obviously does a lot of work towards preparedness and so forth, but we're very lucky to partner with R3 on this. They have been a very big part of the COVID response, but of course now in blue skies, or bluish skies, we're looking at what else we can do to make sure our preparedness and response and recovery is as strong as it can be and as effective as it can be. So we partnered with R3 in the last couple of months to assist with relief distribution equipment, as well as the National Emergency Operations Centre equipment, and also an auditing process for our warehouse supplies. So in any response, when you've got relief goods coming in, it's always quite chaotic, but with this equipment, it's going to be much better, much more streamlined approach and response to any emergency.
So R3 was founded in May of this year in response to COVID, but with a broader objective to help the islands prepare for, cope with, and recover from natural and man-made emergencies and disasters. So our objectives align very closely with what HMCI's objectives are. So we were delighted to be able to support various strategic readiness initiatives that HMC are working on at the moment.
And you can find out more about the R3 Foundation online at r3foundation.ky. Turning now to our weather forecast, we can expect overcast skies with scattered showers and some thunder. Showers may become locally heavy at times, leading to possible flooding of low-lying areas. Temperatures will fall to the mid-70 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds will be southeast 15 to 20 knots with higher gusts in and around heavy showers. Seas will be rough with wave heights of 5 to 7 feet with higher swells, especially on the east and southerly exposed coastlines. Now, a small craft warning does remain in effect. On Friday, we can also expect overcast skies with scattered showers and some thunder. Showers will become locally heavy, leading to flooding of low-lying areas. Winds will be southeasterly for 20 to 25 knots with higher gusts in and around heavy showers. Seas will be rough with wave heights of 6 to 8 feet with higher swells, especially on the east and southerly exposed coast. Of course, that marine warning remains in effect. The outlook calls for a deterioration in local weather conditions from Friday evening into Saturday morning as Eta re-emerges over the Gulf of Honduras and west of Grand Cayman by Saturday. Now, torrential showers and flooding is very likely for Friday with an increase of winds to tropical storm strength, leading to very rough seas. Intermittent showers along with fresh to strong east to southeasterly winds and rough seas are expected across the Cayman area over the next few days as a result of motion of Tropical Storm Eta. Radar images show scattered showers in and around the Cayman area, which are moving towards the west. Now, a tropical storm watch is in effect for the Cayman Islands. Meantime, the Cayman Islands National Weather Service will continue to monitor the progress of this system. Of course, if you'd like the latest on weather forecasts, you can go online to weather.gov.ky or you can download their app at CINWS. And that ends today's news brief here on CIG Television. I'm Donna Bush. Have a safe night.